Welcome, everybody, to another Live Time with Alec. I'm Alec. Today, we're going to talk about YouTube. A lot of you guys are making great content. You're getting things going. You're cooking. You're moving. You're shaking. But what are you doing with YouTube? Let's unpack it today and set you up with a strategy. All right, what's up, everybody who's joining in today? We're going to talk about YouTube today. It's an important topic. It's the second largest search engine in the world. So what are you doing on the platform? I'm going to break it down for you short and sweet today. And if you're watching this in the future, hashtag bypassed. Just giving you a little pleasure letting me know that you're taking 2 minutes out of your day to hang out. And I see you guys popping in right now. So say hi. Like, where are you from? Where are you watching? Who is this? Who's hanging with me today? But let's talk about YouTube. Number one, I'm going to show you my channel here. So let me share a screen. And I want to show you guys what I'm doing. And then I'll show you what you should be doing. All right. There is my channel. Now, I got some comments. Let's check it out. Yo, Gabriel, my man. What's up, dude? Hi, Chris. Okay, so you need to start thinking of YouTube you need to start thinking of YouTube as a library. Okay, it's a library of your content. It exists. Yeah, Bend, Oregon, dude. I know. I remember you back at the gym, dude. Props. Hi, Veronica in Tucson. So YouTube is a library. It's a library of your content. It's going to be searched. It's going to be something you can go back and get the book out of the library. So think of like an Instagram Live, right? Like an Instagram Live or like a story, right? That's a consumable piece of content. It's here for 2 seconds and then it's gone. YouTube, by the way, on the other hand, is your library. It's where stuff exists in perpetuity, forever. People are going to find it and come back to it and all that stuff. And so the first thing, we're going to dive right in. Take notes. Here you go. The first thing you need to have on your YouTube channel is a pinned intro video. Okay? Pinned intro video. Now, if you look at my page right now, you'll notice that there's a live right there because we're going live. But that's where your pinned intro video would be. And right there, by the way, what's your pinned intro video going to say? Hi, I'm Alec. Here's stuff about me. Share with your audience like what it is you have on this page. Like, why did you make this YouTube channel? Why did you make this library of content? Pinned intro video is the number one thing you need to have. Now, number two, as we dive right into it, you need to organize your content by playlists. So for example, if I look back at my page here, if I look at my page and I click on videos, oh my God, it's just a wall of videos. It's super overwhelming. You're just like, oh my, consumers, your customers, people looking for this, they're going to get confused. They're not going to find this very well. So what you need to do is organize it by playlists. Now you can see right now that there are 5 playlists showing on my screen. Okay. There's my bypass series, my back to basics series, office hours that I hosted, digital influence series, and modern lending podcast clips, all organized, ready for you to watch and go. But let's talk about you. You're the loan officer. What kind of content are you going to have in there? Hi, Jennifer, watching from YouTube. So what kind of content are you going to have in there? Here's the first playlist you're going to create. Now, each playlist can be anywhere from 8 to 15 videos. I like to say 10, make 10 videos. But for example, this is your first one. You ready for your first playlist? This is your first playlist right here. Loan process overview, right? So when you look at your page, where mine says hashtag bypassed, yours is going to say loan process overview. Now, why? Why would you create this as your first playlist? Why would that be the first place you go? Because people have questions about the loan process. I know you do this for a living. I know you got all this, like it's all tribal knowledge, but somebody doesn't know the process. For example, Gabriel, absolutely. Give them something to binge. But for like, let's say you're quoting a new customer, a first-time home buyer. You say, look, I made a playlist on the top 10 things people need to know about the loan process. So for example, if we go back to the loan process, what could be the 10 videos? Okay, let's brainstorm it out right now. You just take my gut. So first thing on the first video is, how do I apply? What information do you need? That's video 1, right? Video 2, what are the paperwork I should be prepared to deliver to you as the mortgage provider, right? That's number 2. Number 3, After I submit my paperwork and my information, what happens? Like what's going to happen next, right? You can walk them through processing. What does processing do? Number 4, how about they need an inspection? What is an inspection? How much does it cost? What is the purpose of it? What are they going to do with it? Number 5, they're going to get an appraisal. Okay, well, how's that different than an inspection? What's the appraisal going to do? Number 6, they're going to go in for underwriting. What's the underwriter going to look for? What's the underwriting process? What's the turn time? Set my expectations, right? Number 7, the loan's approved. What does that mean? Except it's conditionally approved. Number 7 is conditionally approved. Okay. What does that mean? Am I done? Am I not done? Right? Number 8, the loan doc phase. What's going to happen with loan documents? Number 9, I'm signing. Number 10, I'm funding and recording. 10 videos explaining the process right there. Hello, Bueller, like this is a no-brainer. Every one of you should have the loan review process in your words coming out of your mouth into the video so people can feel what's going on. That's the first playlist. Second playlist, okay? Now you're gonna pick your poison here. This is where I like to go with it. How about the first-time homebuyer playlist? So now, after you have the loan process right here, the next one over is first top 10 myths and facts for first-time homebuyers. Top 10 myths and facts for first-time homebuyers. I know you're feeling me on this. Think about it. How many questions do first-time homebuyers have? Do they have at least 10 questions? Yes, they have at least 10 questions. So can you answer those 10 questions and put them in a playlist? Absolutely. Let's do it together. Number 1, what's the minimum credit score needed for a first-time homebuyer? Number 2, how much down payment do I need? Number 3, can I get a gift fund? Number 4, what about co-borrowers? Number 5, what is an APR versus rate? Number 6, closing costs. What are they? Number 7, appraisal versus inspection. Pro tip, you're gonna go back and share the same things that you've shared before, okay? So just number 9, what's the underwriting process look like for first-time home buyers? Number 10, when can I move in? Top 10 first-time home buyer tips. And again, you're gonna list them right here, first-time home buyer. Now, all the questions, dude, I know. Bueller. It's a great show. It's a great show. So, what's your next playlist? All right, we're making magic happen here, folks. So you got the first-time home buyer. How about FHA Facts and Myths? 10 videos on an FHA loan. How much down payment do you need? Minimum FICO scores. How do they differ from other types of loans? Can you do this for me? Can you feel me? This is a no-brainer, right? The next playlist right next to it on VA is FHA is VA Facts and Myths. 10 videos. Make it 8 if you get stuck on 8. But by the way, you're going to make a video for FHA Facts and Myths that talk about costs for the loan. You're going to make another video for VA Facts and Myths that talk about costs for the loan. Why? Because they're different. Are they the same? Does VA have other fees you need to be prepared for? Hello? Next playlist, renovation loans. 8 to 10 videos on renovation loans. I'm getting blown up right now, but it's not. Sorry, we're going live. Next one, investment properties. By the way, you can bring on somebody who's an Airbnb specialist to talk about how they use that in their investment strategy. You can do a playlist on jumbo loans, facts and myths. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. But at the end of all this, right, you got a first-time homebuyer playlist, an FHA playlist, a VA, a Reno, investment, a jumbo playlist, a loan process overview playlist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 playlists, 7 playlists with 10 videos explaining each tips and tricks for those 7 playlists is 70 pieces of content sitting in your YouTube library ready to be used. By the way, do you see the power of this all of a sudden? Number 1, you're existing on the second largest search engine in the world, and it's your own voice, your own ethos, explaining the process that you know deep down in your soul. You know this, you organically know it, and now you can share it with everybody else. Number 2, you can reuse this content. Let's go back to one of the topics, loan process overview. Can you use those videos in the actual loan process with your customers? Just gonna wait. Do you understand? You can use this actual process like, hey, your appraisal's back. What can I expect? That's a video in the process. You can just text it out to the people that you're actually in loan process with, being like, heads up, here's what's next in the process. You can share these tips and tricks across your social platforms, because once you have the video saved, you can use it everywhere else. You need to stack up a YouTube channel. Now, you don't need to worry about going viral. You don't need to worry about how many subscribers you have. None of that matters. You're building a library where you can take things off the shelf and deliver it to your customers, where you can point people and say, hey, you're curious about some stuff. Hey, you're looking to who to use. I made a top 10 play. I may have a playlist. Here's the link. I'm going to text it to you. It's got 10 videos on what to look out for while you're getting a loan. It's got 10 topics on what to do if you're considering an FHA loan. It's got 10 issues for you, the veteran, to figure out what is best for you in a VA loan. Demystifying it. This is a no-brainer. And yet it's not being utilized and leveraged. And that's why I'm here to tell you what to do. By the way, not because I'm some guru that has somehow buy my ebook and blah, 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 because I'm seeing the truth and I want to spread it out to you. And then Gabriel just hit the nail on the head. These videos live forever. I'm going to tell you my aha moment for YouTube. Okay. My aha moment where I was just like, boom, and it all made sense. Okay. I used to talk a little bit of trash on people that would post educational videos on things like debt to income ratio. Because I was like, no one cares. Like, no one really cares. They want to know how to get their house. They don't care about debt to income ratio. That's a method to the end game. You know, they don't care. Stop posting about debt to income ratio. And then I was radically wrong. I was on stage with Todd Duncan at his national event, and we were sitting with a panel and talking about stuff. And this gal, Stephanie Johnston, was sitting next to us on the panel. And she said that she is getting like 5 leads a week from YouTube. And I was like, go on. You want to know what video had the leads coming in? Her little head in the corner, right? On the screen was a example closing disclosure. And all she was doing was scrolling through the CD and explaining it to anyone that cared. Here's what you look at. Here's what you look for on the CD. Here's what numbers are going to be where. Here's where you see this. Here's where you see this. Here's where you see these fees. Here's where you see our fees. Just explaining the CD. She has tens of thousands of views now on this, because guess what people are Googling? Guess what your customer is Googling while they're in loan process with you? How do I read my LE? How do I read my CD and my closing disclosure? They're Googling that. And guess what's popping up? YouTube's popping up with Stephanie answering it for you. And guess what your customer's doing? Calling Stephanie behind your back. I was like, oh my God, this is incredibly obvious. Educate your customers, because they're going to go get it somewhere else, and they're going to get it from someone else if you're not careful. This was my aha moment where I was like, that's the power of YouTube. That's the power of what's going on. And you too can be spammed by people on Facebook while this is happening. Delete. This is your opportunity. Build out your library. Build out these playlists. Package this knowledge that you've stored up, and don't just hide it away, but put it on display for everyone to see. You'll kill it. That's what you should do for YouTube. If I had to tell you which playlists are mandatory, I would say the loan process playlist is mandatory. Got to have a loan process, because I don't care if you get a rental. I mean, any loan, it's going to have the same process. I said reno, but they're slightly different. But like VA, FHA, you're still going to have an appraisal. You're still going to have an inspection, loan process overview. I think every single one of you should have a first-time home buying playlist. I think every single one of you should have a VA myths and facts playlist. Every single one of you should have a VA facts and myths playlist. FHA and VA both. So that's 4 right there. And then I would throw in reno all day long, because it's an underutilized product. There's a massive supply issue in our country right now, and people can turn around and reno their own home. That's an incredible opportunity that you should be educating them on. Those would be my top 5 for all your pages. Boom, you're welcome. I have a mic, but I can't drop it because it's floating in the air right by my face. That's it, guys. Go create. Now, final pro tip. You can redo the videos. So let's say you make a playlist and you simply do it with your phone on a tripod, and you film yourself and you do your videos. And then later you're like, man, those aren't really as good as quality as I want. Guess what? You just redo them. do them with higher quality, redo them again. But don't not have anything out there. Don't have 0 things out there. My last pro tip for you guys, if you're looking at your YouTube page and you're like, I don't like how my page looks, I want to have a nice banner, send me a direct message or send me a comment. I will share with you my video walkthrough on how to use Canva to make the graphics. This graphic right here, Modern Lending with me sitting right there, I made that on Canva. It's very easy. If you don't know how to use Canva and you want a cool banner, I'll show you how to do it. If you don't want to learn through Canva, go to Fiverr.com and spend $5 and someone will make you a banner and look all pretty. All right. So I guess that's the whole like nugget from today. Don't have 0 things out there, because if you have 0 things out there, then guess what your customer is doing? They're getting fed by your competition. And that's no bueno. Appreciate you guys. Double clap. See you guys on the internet. Have a wonderful day, and let's play it out. Peace.